What's up, Wabbit? How we doing? I know it's off-centered, but I'm gonna leave it. It's fine with me, I guess. Because I feel like if I move it, it's gonna mess it up, like top to bottom. I don't really care. Hope you're doing all right. Okay, that works for me. Oh, I got this big old box here. It's not going to fit on screen, but it's a whole case. My first time actually buying a whole case. And the crazy thing is, so this is one case, and then this case, there's like 3 or 4 of them that fit in a bigger case. You know, good old caseception. I'm just going to do a couple boxes at a time. But I'm going to open this up. You get to see how this looks. Do my best not to cut anything inside, of course. Alright. I'll do the actual intro here in a minute like usual, but since you're here hanging out, I thought you'd get first look. See, that is smart. I like how they do that. Because they know people are going to use box cutters, they put this here. So that's absolutely smart, but look how beautiful this is. Oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Whole case of them. I love it. I'm going to take out just 2. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm good for a bit. Absolutely. But that was the whole purpose of me getting this, right? So I can have a whole bunch at a time. And it should hold me over almost till the next set comes out. So that'd be pretty sick. There we go. 2 more. This is probably the most, or the set I've opened up the most out of all the Final Fantasy sets since I started doing Final Fantasy Fridays. But again, it's an awesome set. I've had some good luck, so it kind of makes sense, right? Alright, let me do the intro. I want to get into this. What's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. As you can see, is another Final Fantasy Friday. And if you're checking out the stream early, you got to see me open up the whole case. I have a case of these booster boxes. This is Dreamlike Oceans, the latest and greatest set, Opus 28, which is kind of crazy because Square Enix just revealed what the Opus 30 set is going to be, and that drops in November or October timeframe. So that one's super exciting. I'm not going to spoil what it is just yet. We'll talk about it in another stream. Because we still have Opus 29 to come out. That's the other Final Fantasy X set featuring Titus. Or Titus. I saw some people having that debate about how it's actually pronounced. But yeah, so last stream we opened up the pre-release kits again. And today we're going to open up 2 booster boxes. So that'd be 36 total packs of Dreamlike Oceans. I don't think I put all the hits and stuff off to the side. No, I didn't. Let me see. Actually, I think I have them. Just bear with me 1 second, just so we can see how our luck has been. I think, yeah, I've been putting them... Let me move this off for 1 second. I've been putting them in this pre-release kit box. Oh, I did see. So I mentioned this last time, right? Usually there's that little pamphlet that comes in here, talks about the set. There's been a lot of feedback to Square Enix from the community saying, hey, where is this? Why didn't it come in this set? It wasn't a factory issue. They just didn't do it for this set for whatever reason. So I think there's enough kickback that we'll see it in the next set, hopefully. So good job on the community voicing those concerns. But yeah, obviously I've opened up a few of these. This is the big chase, not this card specifically, but this artwork. What we're looking for is this in the full art variant, and then there's a gold signature on it. I wouldn't mind any of these other full arts either. Yeah, and I just got some other random stuff in here. But yeah, had some pretty good luck so far. I think, yeah, here's all the bulk of the other hits. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but like I said, this set is the set I've opened up the most since I started getting into the Final Fantasy TCG, and since we started doing Final Fantasy Fridays. So, hoping to see some more full arts today. I know that you can get a couple per box, but I really, really, really want to see that signature Una card. It looks just like this, but again, gold signature coming across from Tetsuya Nomura. He's one of the godfathers of Final Fantasy. He does a lot of the character art and design, but he is literally the godfather of Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, alright. Without further ado, even if it's just you and me, Wabbit, or whoever else pops in, we're going to get into this. So, again, Dreamlike Oceans. This is the 28th Final Fantasy TCG set. As recognized hereby, it says Opus 28. Again, it's so crazy to think that people don't even know there is a Final Fantasy TCG. When I talk about it, people are like, oh, you mean the Magic the Gathering set? And I'm like, no, the actual TCG. But again, I'm fine with it being that way, right? At least some of the niche fans will be around to appreciate it. So, and I'll do a quick plug. So, I talked about it before. So, I am acquiring all this stuff I want to get for the 900 subscriber milestone opening and the giveaway. I should have most of that in by next week. The only issue is I go out of town again at the end of next week. So, keep an eye on the community tab. And keep an eye on Discord. I'm going to list all the rules and how you can actually enter the giveaway. I'm going to do it very different than I've done last time, and purely for the sake of trying to avoid random people that actually don't check out the channel or enjoy any of the content, just coming in here and trying to leech off of giveaways. So I've got a plan in place. Will it work? Probably not, but I do want to give back to all the regulars, right? People like Wabbit and Nugget and, you know, all the boys from /frag. You know, I want to give back to those that are always here checking out the content. So I've got a plan in place. We'll see if that works. But again, keep an eye out for the community post and the Discord update. It'll list all the rules for the giveaway. So without further ado, let's get into some Final Fantasy. All right. All right, starting off with Edge. And again, for those of you that haven't seen this set, I'll go through the first couple packs a little slow, and then we're going to rip right through it because I've opened up, I don't know, 4 pre-release kits now, and this will be, I don't know how many booster boxes I've lost count. Wabbit helped me out. But yeah, so again, good mix from like Final Fantasy 14, which, huge announcement. Final Fantasy 14 did their fan festival, at least the North American fan festival today. They did it in California, which I wish I could have been at, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. Yeah, huge announcement for the upcoming expansion, which is coming way sooner than I thought. And just all kinds of awesome, exciting news. I got to go over with my best friend. We were actually talking in-game yesterday about it. We had some speculations that were literally spot on, and some stuff that absolutely blew us away. So if you're into Final Fantasy 14, I have a separate Discord that has, like, it's more of my personal one, but it has a whole channel on Final Fantasy you can check out. If you're interested, let me know. Anyway, all right, so we have Palom here, and I'm slow pulling this because we're at our first premium card here. Let's see which one it is. It is a common. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice, very, very nice. We get the Onion Knight, Final Fantasy Tactics S. All right, now keep in mind, the rarities, right? Common, rare, hero, and then legend is your top rarity. Behind the premium card, or your reverse holos, if you will, you can get... Ooh. You can get heroes or legends. Now, the reason why I'm excited about this is because I already recognize what card this is. I've opened up enough of it. There's potential for this to be very, very exciting. I'm trying not to get overly excited because I've seen this card in this slot plenty of times before, but it would be absolutely insane to just be like, hey, first pack magic. But let's keep our patience here. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought we finally got it. So it is the Yuna. Again, it's the pack art, right? It's the big focus of this set. But we're looking for this in the full art variant. Again, I saw this right away and I was like, oh, maybe we got lucky already. That would have been nuts. But still an absolutely beautiful card. Next is our rares, the Vorpal Bunny, Yazoo. He is a remnant of Sephiroth. And then good old Jack Garland from, oh my goodness, Final Fantasy Origins. Yeah. Man, I thought we got it already, Wabbit. That would have been absolutely insane. Still a card worth sleeving up, so I will do that. And like always, right, I have my perfect fits and my dragon shields. I know this box is beat up, but I keep a little bit of both in here. That's just how I always double sleeve any of the higher end or nicer cards. I'm not going to do that right now. Unless we pull the really high end card. I'm going to leave this on the table just for good luck. Maybe we can get it. Yeah. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Send some luck this way. It'd be nice. Again, we have a full case, and even in a full case, I know people that have opened up way more than I have and still haven't pulled it. But again, it is a $1,000 to $1,500 card, so it's very expensive. When I pull it, and that's how I'm going to say it, when I pull it, it's going to get graded right away. Staying in the personal collection, of course, but a card that expensive, especially with how good the card quality is for Final Fantasy, I don't see why I wouldn't get a pristine. So, all right, next premium is another common. I'll probably just quick pull the commons, and then if it's anything higher than that, we'll do the little countdown thing. Ooh, nice Gunbreaker from Final Fantasy XIV, which, again, the hype is real for Final Fantasy XIV, even though I've been playing it since August of 2010. I know it seems kind of crazy, but it's my most played and my favorite game of all time. But yeah, huge announcements, and there's 2 other fan festivals they're doing, one in Berlin and then the wrap-up one in Japan over the next couple months. So a lot of big announcements coming and still plenty of content down the road. All right, hero rarity behind it. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good old Cactar. Love it. All right, then we get Bahamut or Bahamut from The Stranger's Paradise. That's where Jack Garland's from. Then we get the Natak and a Rufus Shinra. Of course, if and when we pull one of the Amano artworks, it's going to have its own little slot down here because obviously all the legends and above and full arts are going to go up top. Hopefully you guys had a good week and hopefully a good weekend ahead of you. I got to run a couple errands tomorrow, nothing too crazy, but yeah, just stuff I want to get done early so I can go back to hanging out, especially knowing that towards the end of next week I got to go out of town, so I want to try and get as much downtime in as I can. Good old Sephiroth in his chibi form. We get Riku from 10-2. We get Shantoto from Final Fantasy XI. She's making another appearance in Final Fantasy XIV. That one's going to be fun. Mira from Crystal Chronicles. Clavat from Crystal Chronicles as well. All right. Premium is a common. Good old Mira from Final Fantasy II. And again, absolutely beautiful premium cards, right? I just love the holofoil on these. Ooh, nice. All right. Another hero. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Vayne. I think... Actually, no. I haven't pulled the premium version of this. Pretty sure it's a full art version as well, but that would be nice. We get Lenora. We get the Black Cat. And we get another variant of Cid. If you guys know anything about Final Fantasy, there's a million different iterations of Cid. Which is kind of neat because it's just like the namesake. And sometimes it'll be like Cid Highwind. But they keep trying to sprinkle it into other Final Fantasies throughout the series, which is kind of neat. I have all this Final Fantasy knowledge in my head, so if you guys ever have any questions about Final Fantasy, feel free to ask. I think something I'm going to do when we hit that 1K subscribers, which we're on the road to now, that stream, right, outside of big opening and all kinds of celebration and giveaway stuff, I want to do an AMA. It's something I haven't done yet, and something that I don't know if people are even interested in asking me any kind of questions, but you know, I've been on YouTube for over 6 years now. There's bound to be someone that has a question, so I thought it'd be interesting. Again, it'll be a little bit of a longer stream, so it'll be a good opportunity for that. But we have some time. It's not happening anytime soon. All right, Jekt from Final Fantasy X. Let's see what you got behind you. All right, another common in the premium. Nice, good old Mont Blanc. All right, let's see what's behind that. Ooh, okay, nice, a legend. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, we want to see legend full arts or premium versions, but I'll take any legend. Again, it is the highest rarity in the Final Fantasy TCG. the top you could get is a premium full art legend. That would be like the big chase cards. So let's use my Mont Blanc in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Pulled this one. I mean, I pulled almost every legend, but still nice to see. First one very early into this opening. And again, we'll recap everything that I pulled at the very end. And don't worry, I have brand new batteries for all my lights. If you guys remember the last couple streams, it should be a lot better. So these batteries should have no issue lasting the entirety of the stream. All right, first legend on the table. Not bad, I'll take it. All right, we pulled a full art version of this guy before, so cool to see that. I saw someone else opening up some Final Fantasy TCG, and it's funny because they're like, oh, is there a pack trick? And I'm just like, yeah, technically you could, but it would just be like 3 off the back, I guess, if you wanted to do one. I don't, because I just like going through and looking at the artwork. But let's see what we got here. Garland. Oh, I just put that in the wrong pile. That's what happens. I get sidetracked, and then I'm going to start mixing stuff up. And then, you know, it'll be like an hour later. I'm like, oh, I got to fix all this. I'd rather just do it now. All right. Garland from Final Fantasy 1. Astrologian from Final Fantasy 14. Another common in the premium. Nice. There we go. So that's a really cool example. So you can see the regular artwork and then the premium. The holo foil is just absolutely insane. All right. All right. Hero behind it. I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Good old Edward. Love to see it. I love the artwork on this one. The full art is even better. And again, I know they just take this box away, but it does add to the art in a huge amount. So, Flowering Cactoid and Gilgamesh. But yeah, I was super excited at work today. I mean, I love going to work, right? But just like, I tried to watch majority of the Final Fantasy Fan Fest, at least the keynote address. It was much longer than a lot of the other ones from previous Fan Fest, which I really liked. But what's going on, Anson? How we doing? Just getting started. Just got a couple packs in. But yeah, just every time they do these Fan Fests, they always go all out. And again, it's not only just like, hey, there's new content coming to Final Fantasy 14, but there's huge system updates and all these collaborative content bits. So the couple things they didn't show were like the 2 new jobs that are coming, which I'm super excited for. We know what category they're going to be in, but we don't know what job specifically. We have to wait for the next Fan Fest for that. Yeah, so I got a whole case of the of Dreamlike Oceans. Yeah, so it's 6 booster boxes in the case. We'll be kind of opening them up over the next couple weeks. But yeah, it's just so much fun. And one of these times, and I was talking to my buddy about it, I will go to the Fan Fest at some point in time. I'm probably one of the longest playing, one of the oldest, not oldest, I know there's some older dudes playing Final Fantasy 14, but playing as long as I have and not being able to go to the Fan Fest is kind of disheartening for me, but I'll make it one of these years for sure. All right, anyway, Guy. All right, another common behind it. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice. Dark Knight. Talking about Final Fantasy 14 right on cue. There we go. Ooh, nice. Another legend this early on. Very, very nice. Let's see which one it is. Again, legend is the highest rarity. All right. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Get the Lightning card. This is her artwork from Lightning Returns, which is technically Final Fantasy 13-3. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. She's got some pretty sick armor there. You got Harley, Lenora, and then Natat at the end. Let's leave this up. There's a full art version of this, which would be absolutely amazing to get. But I'll gladly take just the regular version as well. On to the next. Again, here's all the different rarities, right? And again, it tells you how many total. So premium, that means if you do all this and add it up, It's 164. So every card has a premium version. Seems simple enough, but again, you know, at least they do that compared to Pokemon, where it's like, hey, figure it out on your own and good luck pulling anything of high rarity. All right, White Mage, Musician, Kuja from Final Fantasy IX. Ooh, don't want to quick pull that just yet. Garland again, Final Fantasy 1. Let's see what the premium is. Nice, good old Horn. I know people pronounce it differently. I'm gonna just call him Horn. Ooh, another legend. Okay, very, very nice. Back to back like that is very, very nice. Again, highest rarity. Let's see what we got. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Good old Kadaj. Very, very nice. I want to get this in the full art. It's another one of these Sephiroth remnants. Very, very cool character. His whole backstory and his demeanor is pretty intense. But, yeah. Very, very nice. 3 legends already. Gladly take that. All right, on to the next. I did it out of order, but it's all right. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know how to count. Let's see. Yeah, because now there's 5. Okay. I'm just going back and forth and messing up my own little system here. Dragoon from 11. Zidane from 9. Layla from Crystal Chronicles. Vincent from 7. Of course, iconic. This is the Rebirth artwork. Pinello. This is from Final Fantasy 12. Or she's from Final Fantasy 12, but this is the board game artwork. Leon from 1 and 2 Advanced. Ooh, okay, nice. Hero rarity, all right, in the premium slot, very, very nice. And again, keep in mind, you can pull full arts in hero rarity, so hopefully we can get one here. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. All right, I'll take it. Good old Cactar. Very, very cool premium. And another hero, so a nice little back-to-back. Nice. Yeah, good luck pronouncing that one. Have fun with that. It is one of the summons from Final Fantasy 13. All right, we get Eld, we get Cluckatrice, and the Brute Bomber. Yeah, it was funny. So all the summons, or Ichelons, I think they called it in that one, from Final Fantasy 4 or 13. Sorry, all transform into different vehicles or modes of travel. So it's kind of neat. But yeah, I think this one, if I remember correctly, yeah, I think he just turns into like a giant like Gatling gun on wheels, which is pretty intense. All right. Summoner, we did pull this in a full art, which is kind of neat because it's a common, so it just shows that, you know, not everything that's a full art is like the high rarity stuff. All right, let's see. Ooh, speaking about that, another hero in the premium slot. I like that green color on there. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay, and it's in a mono artwork. That's absolutely sick. So we pulled this card before, but not in the premium. Man, that looks absolutely amazing. Yep, that one goes in the mini binder for sure. First a mono artwork, another hero behind it. Nice. Good old Rida. We pulled her in the full art previously. Very, very nice. Kate Sith, Yazoo, and the Rogue Tomato. Man, all I can think about is Final Fantasy 14 right now. Like, just watching that whole live stream today and listening to most of it, right, because I was at work. There's just so many huge changes coming, and I'm one of those people that, like, I guess, you know, I'm a fanboy for Final Fantasy, obviously, but even bigger fanboy for 14. So the stuff that people complain about or they think is like, oh, why are they doing that? Or that seems stupid. I'm like, there's yet to be a change that I was like, I felt that way. And again, I've been playing the game for over 15 years. It's my second longest commitment next to the time I've been in the Navy, which is kind of crazy. But it's had such an impact. And I just love to see how they're keeping it dynamic. And even the CEO of Square Enix was there, talking about like how much faith they have in the director and producer and the whole dev team for Final Fantasy 14. That they're gonna that they're gonna keep it going. They're gonna keep it going on the right direction, right track, and really give the fans what they want. And I fully believe that. But it was just neat to see that kind of support from the CEO of a massive company like that. All right, so the reason why I was getting a little bit excited is we have a legend in the premium slot. This is exciting because, again, you can get full art, excuse me, you get premium full art legends. So, again, premium legend is pretty high up on the scale of, like, big hits that you can get. Hopefully, it's one I haven't pulled before, but if not, obviously I'm not going to complain. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. Definitely haven't pulled this one yet. What's going on, Greg? So, yeah, I was just talking about that. I'm still getting in all the stuff I want to do for the opening. I have all the actual giveaways mapped out already. But keep an eye on the community tab here on YouTube. And then in the Discord channel, I'm going to put all the announcements there. And I'm going to put all the rules and regulations and how that's going to work. Nope. Not today. Nope. I was just... No. Anyway, so again, absolutely beautiful card. Rosa from Final Fantasy IV in that premium. Looks absolutely insane. There's a full art version of this. Hero behind it. Very nice. Cecil in the Dark Knight form. Alright, Wicked Thunder, Ritz, and Ursula. And that's everything too, Greg. Like, you'll see, like, I'll put it in the title, right? Like, if I'm going to do a giveaway, or I'm going to do the big stream for, you know, the huge opening, it's going to be obvious. So I'm not just going to be like, oh, surprise, we're doing a giveaway. Like, anyway, absolutely beautiful. Got that. I'm going to just slide this over here. We're going to keep this on the table, obviously, for good luck. But got a nice premium legend there. 4 legends already, not bad, and one of them being a premium. I'm excited to see what full arts we get. Hopefully they're ones that I haven't pulled already. Alright, here we go. Dragoon from 11. Sky Samurai from Tactics. White Mage from 14. Amarant from 9. Furion from 2. Good old Vincent from Final Fantasy VII. Artwork from Rebirth. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, some of these cards, especially because they have a textured back on it, they kind of stick to the card in front of it. So that's why you get those double pulls sometimes. But we look at this again. Hero rarity in the premium slot. And it's a mono artwork. Please be a full art. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's not, but it is a premium version of Sylph. Pulled this a couple times, but not the premium, so that looks absolutely amazing. And a legend behind it. Okay. Pretty sure I know what this one is, but we're going to count it down anyway. In 3, 2, 1. Very, very nice. So it's so funny. So first time pulling the card, we get it in premium, and then we pull the regular version. Very, very nice. Bosch from 12. Arden from 15. And then Zack from Final Fantasy 7. Very, very nice. An absolutely beautiful card. And that's what I like about all the Amano artworks. It's got that traditional Japanese kind of feel to it. But again, all Final Fantasy characters. So very, very nice. So both of the Amano artworks we pulled were premium. Can't beat that. All right. Let's sleeve up this. Another legend, which again is nice. I'll take that because again, we got the regular and the premium version now. So not bad at all. All right. Getting towards like the last bit of this booster box. But again, don't worry. We have a whole other booster box to get through. And I know you're like, oh, it's only 36 packs. But if you guys watch the streams, right, with how many cards are in each pack, it still takes a little bit to get through. And inevitably, I'm going to talk about something Final Fantasy related. So kind of slows it down a little bit. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Obviously, if you can tell, I am. Huge fan of Final Fantasy. Can't say that enough. All right, Jack, what do you got behind you? It's a common premium. Ooh, nice. White Mage from 14. I'll take that. hero behind it. Nice. Good old Bothier from 12. This is the board game artwork. It still looks so weird, but can't complain. Alright, the Gill Snapper. We get Princess Sarah. And we get Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII. Alright. I'm going to start moving some of this stuff over to that box once we get these last couple packs out of the way. Alright, still no full arts. And again, you guys see I always shuffle stuff around, make it random, so hopefully we'll see these full arts here in the next minute or so. I'm going to set this down because I got to restart the playlist. I can't believe it's been 30 minutes already. This playlist is like 30, 32 minutes long. Yeah, 32 minutes. Alright. Let's see what we get in this one. So, starting off with a Summoner. We get Clavat. It's a different artwork for Clavat. You guys saw the other one previously. We have Fran from 12. Paladin from 14. That's a great question, Anson. That's actually a really good question. I don't know when I'm going to start playing it. I do have two of the little, like, starter decks. I really should do... During one of these openings, I'll break that back out and actually like read over how to play, right? And again, it's a pre-configured deck. Unfortunately, I don't really have anyone to play with, but it'd be cool to at least kind of lay stuff out and see how it works. But that's a really good question. I'm glad you asked because I know people ask all the time. It would probably be the only TCG I'd be interested in playing, right? I used to... Obviously, I'm into Pokemon, but I don't play it. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time when I was a kid. I still have a deck somewhere here in the house. Yeah, and then all the rules got super crazy with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I dropped off. And I'm glad I did because some of the rules are just absolutely obnoxious. But if someone was like, hey, let's play some old school Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd break out the deck in a heartbeat. But yeah, I'm not really into any of the other ones, right? Magic is way too complicated and there's so many moving parts. I'm not into One Piece, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this would probably be the one TCG I would be interested in playing. Alright, so behind this, right, so is our first rare in the premium slot. Give this one a little special treatment. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Nice, good old Hurdy. Very, very cool looking artwork there. Alright, hero rarity behind it. Ooh, good old Garnet. So, not only is this absolutely beautiful artwork, but there is a full art version of this. I would love to see that. It's one of the most expensive cards in this set. Bosch from 12. There's Laws, the other remnant of Sephiroth, and then Arden from 15. So let me break this back out just so you guys can see. So you guys got Kadaj here. He's one of the remnants. You get Laws. And then somewhere in here, there you go. You get Yazoo. So there are the three remnants of Sephiroth. I'm going to keep these off to the side. I have a special pile for like Final Fantasy VII characters, Final Fantasy X characters. Usually when I sort, after doing these openings, I sort it by game. But I'm building other stacks of stuff to get graded. So, yeah, there's a lot of really cool Advent Children cards in this set. So I'm putting those off to the side, and that'll be a batch to grade. But yeah, this Garnet, absolutely beautiful card. We would love to pull the full art, especially the premium version. All right. A couple more packs in this box. Still haven't pulled the full art yet. All right, let's see what we got in this one here. Starting off with Cam, we get the Gunbreaker from 14. Cam is from 11, by the way. Little, from Crystal Chronicles. Sage from 14 is a healer. Maria from 2. We get back Nami. From, I don't remember what it is. I mean, this artwork's from the board game. I don't remember where it originally appeared from. Palom from Crystal Chronicles. All right, let's see what we got behind it. Ooh, hero rarity in the premium slot. Very, very nice. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. All right, good old Barrett. I would love to see the Tifa card. From Advent Children, it's also one of the more expensive cards. But I'll take Barrett. That's absolutely amazing. And another hero back-to-back. Ooh, Yang. Very, very cool. One of the monks from Final Fantasy IV. Love the artwork there. All right, we get Eld, Zack, and Sarah. Very, very nice artwork, though. Love me some Final Fantasy VII, especially Advent Children. That movie was just absolutely insane. All right. So 4 more packs in this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these here. I'm going to open this, and then we're going to do a super pack just because I want to, and I don't know, it makes things fun, I guess. At least it's fun for me. Especially with how many cards are in this. The super pack's going to be insane. All right, Blue Mage, Mont Blanc, Triton, or Trian? Yeah, sure. Laylee, Shantoto, Gertie. Ooh. Okay, well, already kind of showed what that is, but we'll cover down on it. It's not the full art. Dark Knight from 14. All right, let's see what we got. Nice, good old Rida. So we did pull this in the full art version. This is the regular premium. It's a nice hero. And another hero behind it. Ooh, Omea. Very, very nice. 2 absolutely beautiful cards back to back. We get Lutz again, or Laz, sorry. Princess Sarah and Angeal. Yeah, definitely beautiful card. Again, the full art looks absolutely insane. All right, so super pack. The way we're going to do this, if I remember correctly, right? And this is kind of where the tack trick does come in place. So this would be rare, rare, rare. And then potential 2 hits. So I'm just going to take those off, and we're going to put them, move these off the side, we're going to put it here. Go through all these, right? This should just be, yeah, all the commons. Okay, I did that right. Nice. Next. I mean, technically, I could probably take the rares off the back, but I'll leave them. So 1, 2, 3 rares. And then hero or legend. And then premium. That goes there. Flip over. Sephiroth. Nice. Okay, I've still got it right. I'm going to move this off to the side because that's a whole bunch of commons there. I'll get the other booster box ready. Again, whole other booster box to go through. So stick around or pop in and out if you feel like it. Again, I will upload the stream immediately after. So, well, I'll upload it and then obviously has the process. But yeah, if you're not checking out while it's live, obviously it'll be up later for you to go watch. And I'll just do the shameless plug while I'm thinking about it. If you do enjoy this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, obviously I truly appreciate all the support. We are on that very quick road to 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. But again, make sure you guys check out the Instagram, check out Discord, always kind of stuff going on. Plus on Instagram is where I give the heads up of when the stream is going to start. 1, 2, 3 rares, hero or legend, and then the hit card. If I did this correctly, which I did. I am some kind of a genius. It's like I've done this before. All right, here we go. Oop, don't want to miss that. All right, super pack. Hopefully, we have some full arts in this, right? Because we haven't pulled them yet. And this would be sick if all 3 or 2 full arts are here. But we're about to find out. Let's flip it over. All right, not a full art, but... All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, a mono artwork behind it. Nice. So there's the regular Warrior of Light. You can see the difference there. Absolutely beautiful how they put the holofoil on there. Very, very nice. So gladly take that. Going to put that off to the side. All right. We get the Raster Red 13. I got to be careful because the next big hit could be behind this. All right. Another rare. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. There's a full art. Very, very nice. Now, I'll have to look. I don't remember if I pulled this full art or if I pulled a different one. I might have pulled Law's full art. I don't know if I pulled Yazoo. Hero rarity behind it. Good old Shiva. Very, very nice. From Final Fantasy VII. Kate Sith. The Rogue Tomato. Hold on, did I do it right? Oh, yeah. Yep, okay. I don't want to mess this up. Yeah. So rare. I'm sorry. Yeah, rare. Rare. Oh, the rare. Ooh. Another rare. In the premium. Let's see which one it is. In 3. It kind of lines up. I think we know what it is. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Yep, there it is. Very, very nice. All right. And a hero behind it. Ooh, Cecil. I love the artwork for Cecil there. That looks absolutely insane. But no other full art. Interesting. So we only got one full art. Which again, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it, but I don't know. I wonder what took the spot. Maybe the Yuna? Maybe one of the two Amano artworks? I don't know. Because usually you get anywhere between like 2 or 3 full arts per box, unless there's something else like in higher rarity or chase rather that supersedes that. All right. Again, I'm not going to complain. We're going to keep rolling. I'm not going to do the super pack next time, right? I want to just go all the way through it. But again, we're off to a really good start. I'll have to look. And I do have all my hits off to the side here. Yep. What's up, bud?
Just need to ask you something.
What do you need?
The difference with these rocks.
Okay.
There's only like probably 6 rocks or 4.
Gotcha. Let me see what you got.
So
Hold on. Oh, sorry. Ooh.
This blue one.
Okay.
Serious smooth.
Yep, that looks really nice.
This red one. White
Okay.
one.
Nice.
Clear,
Ooh, I like that one, yeah.
Clear one.
Yeah.
This purple one.
Okay.
Green.
Nice.
And this pink.
All the different colors. Yeah, that one's almost like a crystal almost. Did you show these to Yaya?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll put them back in the crystal. There you go.
I didn't do it.
I'm just opening some stuff. Let's see. Anson said, open box just comes with 1 full art. So, and that's what I'm curious about because, like, I don't know, I've had some vary, right? Where, like, some of the boxes had multiple, some only had the 1. I mean, again, I'm not going to complain, but, hey, I'm almost done. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've had different luck. Again, I'm not going to complain. But, all right. Clean some of this up a little bit. All right. So let me look at the hits again. Well, no, I'll save it for after. All right, next booster box we're going to get into. Again, another 18 packs. Going to do the same thing. We're going to mix this up a little bit, keep the randomness to it. But again, keep in mind, right? I have 4 more of these booster boxes. So, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to miss out on next week. Unless I bring stuff with me, but the concern of me bringing stuff to where I'm going is not having the time to do it, or depend on where we end up going. So, I don't know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Again, keep an eye on the community posts. If I can't do Final Fantasy Friday next week, I'll let you guys know as soon as I can, and then we'll just put it off, right? And then, again, it's not like anything's going anywhere. We still have plenty of product to open, but, again, it just this month and going into next month has been very busy. All right, shuffle these around. 1, 2, and 3. Let's grab these, mix them around in my hand, and then I'm going to shuffle them again. But yeah, it's been a very busy month. Kind of crazy to think April's almost over already. But yeah. Just it's gonna get busier and busier, but it's all good. Nothing wrong with being a little bit busy. Unfortunately, bills never stop, so you got to keep paying those, right? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I miscounted somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. On to the next. See if we can get another full art. Again, obviously we want to see as many legends as possible. If we can pull any full art legends, that'd be amazing. Obviously, the big chase is to pull this Yuna, but in full art. And then on top of that, the signature version would be absolutely insane. All right, starting off with Elena, and then Sephiroth, Riku, Sorbet, Mira, and then we get Maria, Jecht. Very, very underrated character from Final Fantasy, in my opinion. All right, let's see what you got behind you. All right, starting off with a common in the premium. Let's see what it is. Ooh, nice. Kuja. Okay, very, very nice. I'll take that. See what's behind it. Hero rarity behind it. Nice. Vaughn from 12. All right. Nothing too crazy there. We've seen that a couple times. Bahamut from Strangers of Paradise. Ash from 12. And then Sid makes an appearance once again. The other thing too, what I like about opening these booster boxes, look at all these premiums, right? They're all absolutely amazing. You notice anything else? Little to no duplicates, if any, right? And that's what I like about it. So in one box, you really get your money's worth, in my opinion. Again, I'm not trying to bash Pokemon even because I am a collector, right? I used to open up a whole bunch, but it's hard to find. But I feel like if you open up a booster box of Pokemon, you just get so much bulk and so much, you know, so many repeats, and there's so many boxes where you don't even get a big hit card or even, you know, an SAR. Ooh, calm down. But yeah, I wish they would change that, but they're not going to. Hopefully they don't change the Japanese side of the house, which has way better pull rates, better card quality. Yeah, I've gone in tangent about that, but this is Final Fantasy Friday. We'll talk about that later. All right. We have a rare in the premium slot. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. Very, very nice. I love to see that. Zack is one of my favorite characters. Unfortunately, the name is spelled wrong. It's an inside joke. My name is Z-A-C-H, and I always make fun of other Zacks that spell it differently. I met a Zack one time. His name had a Q and an X in it. I don't know how that works. I couldn't care to ask. Ooh! Legend rarity behind it. Yeah, try and figure that one out. That's going to stump you for a little bit. Legend rarity behind it. So let's see what we can get here. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Good old Kain from Final Fantasy IV. Absolutely amazing. Honeybee Lovely, Angeal, and Gilgamesh. But yeah. Really, really cool artwork for Zack there. Zack plays a very crucial role in Final Fantasy VII, whether people are aware of it or not. Kain, man, Trials and Tribulations Kain goes through. One of the most iconic Dragoons in the entire franchise. Let's shorten up this pile just a little bit so we can fit everything on here. But, yeah. Very, very iconic Dragoon for sure. Alright, next. Alright, we get Cam from 11, White Mage from 14. We saw the premium of that earlier. Triton from 11, Dragoon from 11, Pain from 10-2. It's so funny because she was in Final Fantasy X, but they had to put her in 10-2. Shantoto, Dark Knight. Ooh, Hero Rarity. You barely see it, just a little bit of the holo foil there, just so I know it's in the premium slot. See what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Rufus Shinra. Very, very nice. In that rare. Ooh, and another legend right behind it. All right. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. I don't think we pulled her last time. We get Lumina from Final Fantasy, or this is technically from Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. It's technically 13-3. But yeah, I don't think we pulled her before. That might have been one of the few legends I didn't get last time. Obviously, we'll check all the hits afterwards, but And then the other thing, right, is even if you have all the legends, right, you want to pull the full art version of each legend. But yeah, not bad. Again, I don't think we pulled her before. Very, very cool looking artwork. All right, nice. Keep the legends coming. What you want to see, right? Can you imagine pulling this many, like, really high rarity cards in Pokemon or Magic or any other TCG? All right, starting off with Edge, we get the Onion Knight, we get Cam, the Gunbreaker, Lily, we get Guy, just good old Guy. We get back Nami. Ooh, all right. Premium Rare. Let's see what we got here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. Not a full art, but still a beautiful card. Gladly take that. Good old Eld from Final Fantasy XI. Hero behind it. Let's see.
We're going to be in a few minutes.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit. All right. Let's see what we got in the hero rarity here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Good old Cloud. Iconic, obviously. I want to see this in the full art. We've pulled this card a few times, but have yet to pull the full art. Got to keep trying, though. Let's sleeve this and put it off to the side. Let me sleeve up these other cards from Advent Children. So ideally what I want to do is I want to get all of these in the regular version, right? And then get all of them in their full art and then do that for a graded card submission. I think that'd be kind of sick. Speaking about graded card submissions, I was hoping to have at least one of them back this week. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But still have 3 graded card submissions at work, which is so cool that I can say that. But I got 3 graded card submissions at CGC currently. Hopefully, at least one will be done this week. If not, then I'll have to wait till I get back to pick up all the others. I mean, they should be done, you know, if not this week coming up, definitely by the following week. But yeah, super excited to get those back and then push out a couple more. We're really hacking down the list. If you guys remember from the beginning of this month, actually, you know what? I'm gonna just show you real quick. Sidetrack myself. So I've been keeping tabs, right? And as you can see here, here's the whole list of everything I've tracked so far. I've got estimated dates next to it, right? Again, obviously subject to change. But if I got it back, it's a check mark. Here's the 3 that are out. But look at the upcoming ones, right? We got Raichu, another Final Fantasy submission, another Raichu. Southern Island submission, that one's going to be super exciting. We're going to do both the English and the Japanese Southern Island set. So just, again, a little bit of a sneak peek of what we're doing submission-wise. But yeah, that's just how I can keep track. Because otherwise, I'm either just going to grab random stuff to submit, or I'm going to not keep on track. All right. So, let's see what we got here. Ooh, I think I know what's behind this card. Let's take a look in 3, 2, 1. Nice, very, very nice. Finally got Jacked in that premium. Right behind it, Hero Rarity from Final Fantasy XI. Ooh, good old Kieran. Very, very iconic boss. Super tough fight. I remember finally getting to the point, ooh, nice, another Laws, where I could actually go up against Kieran. And, yeah, it's a tough fight, and you need multiple parties to go up against. It's in this arena called Dynamis. Man, I wish I could go back and play Final Fantasy XI again. It was so much fun. I played it for almost 7 years. And then it's funny because you look how long I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's definitely dwarfed that time frame, but so many memories, especially once my little brother got into it. It was, man, just a lot of good times playing that, for sure. I remember, and that was back in the day, again, aging myself a little bit, but like, I didn't have a job for most of that because I was a kid, I was a teenager. So we used to get like gift cards to pay for the monthly subscription, and you'd put like 2 or 3 months worth of the subscription on a gift card. Which again, back then it was still fairly cheap, but that was the easiest way to do it because obviously none of us had credit cards, none of us had debit cards or anything like that. Yeah. The things we used to do to make sure we could keep that sub active and keep playing. Alright, Clavat, there's the other artwork. Alright, behind it is a common. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, very, very nice. And again, not a full art, but still a beautiful premium card. I'll gladly take that. Ooh, legend rarity behind it. Kind of have an idea of what it is. Let's see. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nope. Caught off guard, definitely. Definitely not the card I was expecting. But the other iteration of Rida. Very, very cool. Gladly take that. Gill Snapper, the Flowering Cactoid, and Ursula. Very, very nice. Alright. Yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, so there's the other version of Rida. So you get like teen to adult version of Rida, and then you get kid version. Pretty neat. Another legend. Nice to see it. And again, all these legends have full art variants, which would be nice to see. We've only got one so far. Well, no, and even this isn't even a... It's not even a legend. It's just a rare, but it's still a full art, so... Alright. 2 more stacks to go. Just working our way through this. I appreciate everyone coming, checking out the stream and hanging out. Whether you're only here for a couple minutes or you're hanging out for the whole time. Let me just check something real quick. Put that right here. Alright, move this out of the way. Got my little battery bank here. There we go. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now I can move these over and off to the side. It's cool. I have a stack for a mono artwork, and then I have a stack for the Advent Children cards. Onion Knight, Blue Mage, Edge, Sage, Lion. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm getting ahead of myself, but a bit excited. I have a rough idea of what we just saw, and that looks absolutely amazing. Look at this. Ooh. Legend rarity in the premium. Here we go. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Nice. There we go. Finally pulled it. Absolutely beautiful. Lightning. Full art. We saw the regular version before. Just absolutely stunning for sure. Oh, now, icing on the cake would have been to get another legend back-to-back. The true 2-piece, but I'm not going to complain. Let's see what we get behind it. Ooh, Barrett again. Nice. Princess Sarah, Kate Sith, and the Flowering Cactoid. But yeah, let's look at this again. Absolutely beautiful card. First time pulling the full art. Definitely getting the double sleeve there. Very, very nice. And again, this is, you know, as high end as you can get in terms of getting a legend and then getting the full art and getting the premium version. Very, very nice. So there we go. 2 full arts so far. Hopefully we see more. Don't want to sound too greedy, but... Or, you know, even if we don't get another full art, let me pull another legend that I haven't seen. That would be nice. Alright. Horn, Guy. That would have been weird if you pronounced that differently. Those cards back to back. I'll let you just have that one. Maria. Asher Lojan. Alright. Alright, a rare. Alright, in the premium slot. Let's see what we got. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Good old Laws again. Gladly take that. Hero behind it. Ooh, nice. Very good card there. We get Rich, or Richt. I call it Rich. In the hero rarity, very nice. We get Bosch from 12. We get Harley from 4. And it's Sarah from 13. I'll put this back over here. So I guess if I really want to go full tilt, you would have... So, for instance, you'd have the regular version of this. You'd have the regular premium. Then you'd have the full art version of that. So technically there's 3 cards you can get for each, which would be kind of insane, but it would be an awesome submission to get all those done. Alright, let's keep going. Can't believe it's 8 o'clock already, but don't worry. I plan on staying up late tonight. Probably get into some Final Fantasy 14. Definitely playing some Marathon. You know, I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters by any means, but for the trials and tribulations I go through in that game, I still find myself going back to playing it. It's a lot of fun. I still play a lot of Destiny as well, even though, you know, there's not too many people playing both of those games, but it's alright. I have fun, and, you know, it's like collecting, right? Collect what you want, collect how you want. Same thing with video games, right? I mean, unless you're playing... What is that? Oh, man. That would have been such a good joke if I had a good memory. Oh, Splatoon. Yeah, if you're playing Splatoon, yeah, you're not a gamer by any means. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being sarcastic. I don't want some 10-year-old kid watching the stream to freak out. I always just make jokes because ever since the first Splatoon, I always made a joke with our friends. I'm like, well, I'm not a kid. I'm definitely not a squid. It's not a game for me. All right. Vincent. We had Furion. All right, and another premium rare. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice, Lenora. Very, very cool. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the chibi artwork, but I'll take it. Hero rarity behind it from Brave Exvius. Ooh, nice, Luis. Very, very cool. I like the armor. Very, very nice. Nice, we get Yazoo again. Bahamut, and the Cluckatrice. If you're one of the regulars, you've been here for a little bit. I opened up a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! On the channel, and you want to talk about some weird names, and some really long, drawn-out names. Yeah. Alright. I'll put it in the pile, it's alright. Here we go. Alright, starting off with White Mage, Amaranth, Blue Mage, Mont Blanc, Vincent. I'd love to see the premium of Vincent. That'd be really, really sick. Shantoto, Leon. Alright, let's see what we got. Another rare. Okay, let's see which one it is. 3, 2, 1. Nice, good old No-No. And the hero behind it, another card from Brave Exvius. Ooh, nice. Yoshikiri. Very, very cool looking artwork. All the cards from Brave Exvius in the set look really, really nice. Man, it's another 32 minutes has gone by already. It's absolutely insane. I can't... My arms are only so long. Let's see if I can do this. Leave this over here. There we go. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see what we got. So that's our hero. We get Ritz, the Natak, and Rogue Tomato. And that's the other thing, too. Like, looking at these cards, right? Even something like, oh, cool, Rogue Tomato. I remember the first appearance of Rogue Tomato. And, yeah, just, I don't know. Just weird stuff like that. And seeing all this artwork, it always brings back memories. And all good memories, for sure. I just wish I had more time to play stuff. Like, if I could freeze time, you know, everyone's like, oh, you know, I'd go do this, I'd go do that. If I could freeze time, I would literally play through every Final Fantasy game fully, and, you know, obviously not, you know, obviously get some rest and stuff like that, but I would play through all of them 1 through, you know, 16, and just really soak it all in, enjoy it, not rush through them. Maybe not do like 100% runs, but yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Ooh, got an idea of what hero this is going to be in the premium. Let's take a look in 3, 2, 1. Very, very nice. Saw this before. Again, good luck pronouncing that. But it is one of the summons from Final Fantasy 13. Another hero behind it, so a nice 2-piece there. And we get Olmia. Yazoo again. Wilk. And Jack Garland. You can smell dinner. It smells absolutely amazing. All right, let's see what we got. All right, starting off with Triton from Final Fantasy XI. We had Laylee from Crystal Chronicles, Summoner, Clovat, Gertie, Pinello, Dark Knight. Love that artifact armor from Dark Knight. It's had some pretty awesome artifact armor ever since its original release. All right, another rare in the premium slot. Let's see what it is in 3, 2, 1. Nice, Princess Sarah. Very, very nice. Again, dare I say it's simple and clean artwork. But again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Ooh. Nope. Got ahead of myself. It's a mono artwork. I'll gladly take it, but I have an idea of what it is. 3, 2, 1. Yes, that's what it is. I don't know. I saw this and I don't know. I thought it kind of looked like... Nope, definitely doesn't look like the Unicard. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Ooh, Rufus. Very, very nice. And another Zack. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. You know, if I was using like an actual camera or a better setup, I would have like a mute button. Obviously, I'm just recording all this off of my phone. For stuff like that, or, you know, just random interactions. But, nice. Another mono artwork. Can't complain about that. It's nice. We got both of these cards in the regular and premium. Alright, let's see. Alright, last stack. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully, we get at least one more big hit out of this. But if not, I'm not going to complain. Again, we still have 4 more booster boxes to go through. Obviously not in this stream, but in upcoming streams, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, once I saw that the 2 big sets for this year were Final Fantasy X related, I knew I was really going to go in on these sets and really try and just have a good time. And hopefully you've been enjoying it as well. The 3rd set for this year, I'm not going to reveal just yet, but it's another good one. It's not Final Fantasy X related. Maybe I'll do a post on Instagram. Maybe I'll put something in Discord about it. It's another huge Final Fantasy, though, so I think it's going to be very well received either way. I'm going to have fun opening it, so... Alright. Let's see what we... Ooh! Hero Rarity in the Premium. Very, very nice. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, very, very nice. Good old Shiva from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Another hero behind her. Alexander. That's pretty cool. So you get 2 summons back to back. Obviously, Shiva is nowhere as huge as Alexander, but I'm pretty sure that'd be a very interesting battle. We get the Gill Snapper, Hurdy, and Red 13. Yeah, and that was one cool thing about Final Fantasy 16 was like these epic fights between the summons or the Icons. They were epic for sure. But it just added to the amusement and the excitement of that game. It got a lot of criticism of like the battle style or the combat. Excuse me, the battle style or the combat. But I enjoyed it. I didn't finish it just yet. It's a game I need to go back and play and actually get through. But yeah, it's a fun game. I like it. I kind of like all the dynamics and just the overall like darker theme. Kind of getting back to old Final Fantasy roots. So I'm excited to see how Final Fantasy 17 is going to go. Especially because when... And again, I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here, so hang tight. I think when Clair Obscur Expedition 33 came out, it really shook things up for the RPG scene, which is fine. Like, it's a 10 out of 10. Like, it's one of the best RPGs I've ever played. And that's saying something. It's definitely in my top 3 of all time. But I'm pretty sure companies like Square Enix and some of these other companies that do RPGs really went back to the drawing board and were like, all right, how are we going to do our next game? I would like that kind of dynamic turn-based combat like they did in Expedition 33. Again, just my own personal opinion. It just, man, it felt so nice. It was refreshing. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, nice. Another rare in the premium. Let's see which one it is in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Angeal. Okay, I'll take that. Very, very nice. We had Zach earlier, and now we got Angeal. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Legend rarity. It's a card from Advent Children. Now, full disclosure, majority of times that I've seen a card in this slot from Advent Children, it's been Yuffie, which again, nothing against Yuffie. I love Yuffie. She's awesome. But I think this is a little bit more exciting, potentially. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes, finally. Finally pulled Tifa. Again, absolutely amazing card there. There is a full art version of this, which is crazy expensive. Definitely one of the more expensive cards in this set. But yeah, finally pulled it. Finally, after all this time. Very, very nice. It's one of the few legends I hadn't pulled, so I'll gladly take that. Vorpal Bunny, Ursula, and Arcelia. Let's see if I can say this right. Arcelia. But yes, Tifa. Finally got it. There's another card from Advent Children. Got to get that full art, though. Got to get the full art version of that. It'd be absolutely insane. But I think I pulled those other 2 legends that I hadn't pulled yet. So, we'll look at the stack here in a second. Good old Angeal. Nice. Finally got it, though. That's exciting. Again, it's one of those cards that pretty tough to get, especially, you know, with how many duplicates and triplicates and quadruplicates that I got from some of the other legends. It's nice to see that one finally. Again, we'll do a full recap, not only from today, but everything I've pulled so far. Almost at the end. Almost there. Appreciate those that are hanging out. Alright, let's see what we got. Sage from 14. The Emperor from 2. Dragoon from 11. Sky Samurai from Tactics. Musician from Tactics. I love how they kind of have shared artwork there. Furion from Final Fantasy 2. No way. Oh, all right, hold on. Hold on. Look at this. Please. Please. I'm calling it. Please be the full art. This would be absolutely insane. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. It's not the full art, but hey, it's the premium. I will gladly take that. Good old Tifa. Back-to-back hits. Ooh, nice. Lightning. Very, very nice. Still a solid hit. This is the same artwork they used for the pre-release kit. Stamped promo. But yeah. Man, that's amazing. Especially to pull it normally and then to get the premium in the next pack. Gladly take that. Even if we don't put a full art. Oh, no, we did pull a full art from this box. Yeah, so these are the 2 biggest hits from this box. And then let alone to pull these 2 back-to-back like that. Absolutely amazing. Man, that's so exciting. Very, very nice. All right. I'll lay these out here like this. Not to take any thunder away from Yuna. But, yeah, if you don't pull Yuna, that's the card you really want to pull right behind it. So, maybe there's still a chance. Again, we still got 3 packs. Can we pull the Yuna? That would be insane. Even if we pull the signature Yuna before I open up all the other booster boxes, I'm for sure going to open them. I may keep one off to the side, right? Just to keep it sealed. But, yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. So here we go. Sorbet right after Riku. We get Edge, Onion Knight, Pinello, Mira. We get Jekt. Once again, we saw this in regular and premium. All right, Common from Final Fantasy 11. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Okay. There's the other full art. So see, that's what I was talking about. Like, I don't know if Anson's still around, but see, like, you can get multiple full arts in a box. I think we pulled this full art before. Hero rarity behind it. Ooh. I want to see this in full art so bad. So this is the other Amano artwork from this set. Absolutely beautiful. So we pulled all 3. Another Rufus. But yeah, very, very nice. And this is cool because, again, this is from 10.2. And these are the two characters that look very similar to Titus and Yuna, but it's not them. It plays a conundrum for the characters in Final Fantasy X-2. But yeah, very, very nice. And again, this box has just been absolutely amazing. I mean, we had some great luck on the first box as well. But again, 2 full arts from this one, 2 huge Tifa hits, and still got another pack to go after this one. Could this be the box where we pull it? I mean, if we can pull the Yuna, it'd be insane. But again, if not, we're still going to keep ripping. All right, we get Scholar, Warrior, both from Final Fantasy XIV. Elena from Brave Exvius. Sephiroth from 7. Kuja from 9. We get Garland from 1. And Clavat from Crystal Chronicles. Let's see what we got next. Another rare in the premium. All right, let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Red 13. Okay, I'll gladly take that. I don't think I pulled the premium for him yet. Hero rarity behind it. Ooh. Ooh, okay, this could be interesting. Another card from Advent Children. Hero rarity. Let's see which one it is. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Bahamut. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. That threw me off a little bit, but hey, I'll gladly take it. Ritz, Black Cat, and the Brute Bomber. Both of these are raid bosses from Final Fantasy XIV. I know they look kind of weird, and you're like, well, how is that a raid boss? It's a long story, but it's really, really cool. Alright. Down to the very last pack. Let me just clean some of this up, get ahead of myself a little bit. Yeah, this has been another solid opening. Again, like, even if we didn't pull anything, I love Final Fantasy, so this is always going to be fun for me to do. I'm definitely glad I incorporated this into the streaming schedule. And it seems like I'm getting this stuff a little more readily available. Like, I'm going to go around while I'm running errands tomorrow and check Best Buy. Let's see, what is this? These are... Okay, that's the rares, okay. But yeah, again, it's such a fun set. There's still some of the older Final Fantasy TCG sets I want to get. Whether I open them or not, it's just something that I want to get for the collection. But, here we go. So, move this over off to the side here. Keep this all nice and organized. Again, we're going to do a full recap here in just a second, but let's go through this. Yeah, we'll say it. Last pack magic. Let's see what we can get here again. Final Fantasy TCG. I mean, I don't see how you couldn't like this, right? Whether you're a fan of art, or you're a fan of TCGs, or you're a fan of Final Fantasy. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody, so... Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy, right? But, you know, and that's fine, right? Like, I'd rather it be that way for right now, and I can keep collecting and collect as many as I can. Eventually, this will pick up, or it won't. You never know. But being a fan of Final Fantasy, I'm totally okay with that. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Ooh, premium. It's a common. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. You can barely see the hollow foil. Let me make sure. Let's see. Okay, yeah, yep. Okay. All right, let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Zidane. Very, very nice. I'll gladly take that. I don't think we've pulled this premium. And there is a hero behind it. Let's see what it is. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Another Rida. Very, very nice. Let's see. And then Hurdy, Vorpal Bunny, and good old Gilgamesh to wrap that up. But yeah, and again, Anson, that's one of those things where it's because, like, it doesn't really get the attention it deserves, in my opinion. So, there are some playable cards for sure. But yeah, you're going to have value drop, unfortunately. All right, here are all the premium cards from the 2 booster boxes. And again, you kind of see a trend here. I'm going to take this out. Make sure I get something else out of here. There's almost no duplicates, especially for these premiums. Oh, there's Zack, and we saw Angeal up ahead. Yep, but just keeping that for myself. But yeah, almost no duplicates. So all absolutely beautiful cards. A lot of different varying artwork. So again, I can't complain. I had a good time. Move these up and off to the side. Again, we're able to pull all 3 of the Amano artworks from this set. 2 in the premium, and then we got 3 in the regular. Let me double sleeve up this one. But yeah, very, very nice. Let's see if Mewtwo Dude wants any of these. I got another stack for him. But yeah, just very traditional Japanese artwork in Final Fantasy. I love it. All right. Alright, we didn't pull the high-end unit, but it's alright. The chase continues. Still got plenty more to open. I will pull it eventually. And it's going to be amazing when I do. And then when the next set comes out, because I know they're going to do a signature Tidus card, you have Yuna and Tidus or Tidus back-to-back. Definitely getting both of those graded. Alright, here's all the legends. And again, pulled some that I haven't pulled before. So I think those ones and then Tifa are the ones I haven't pulled before. We're going to look, though. Obviously, I have the whole stack here. And, of course, can't forget our full arts. 3 absolutely amazing full arts. We pulled good old Yazoo. We pulled the Lightning, which was, again, one of the bigger hits. And then we get Despacheri? Yeah, we'll go with that. Despacheri. Again, all varying artwork, but still absolutely amazing. Legend rarity there. Alright. So, let's take a look and see our hits from previous. And again, I kept them all in this box here. Let's look at this side first. Again, you've got pre-releases. Another Yuna. Bunch of clouds. You can see how many of these I've got. We got a bunch of the Yazoos. Okay. Got a couple Zax in here. We got Angeal. Got to get the young Sephiroth too. That'd be nice. All right. Now looking at the legends, and you got a whole bunch. Oh, so nice, nice, very, very nice. So I did pull the laws. Okay, very, very nice. All right, let's move this up and off to the side. And try and keep this organized and somewhat. Let's see. I just want to see, in case I can add something to the pile. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we got Vivi. We got Kadaj. So a second Kadaj here, which is nice. I get to put in the pile, even though that's another legend. We get Sage, and I want to say no, she's way further back in the back of the set. Okay. Let's see. 13. Okay, nice, nice. So Tifa actually comes super early, so that's kind of sick. Let me sleeve these up. And again, perfect fit into the Dragon Shield. Can't beat it. It's my favorite sleeve combo. Highly recommend it. Wish they would sponsor me. Alright, so Tifa early in the front. Oh, nice. And I think Rosa goes right in front of Lightning. Yep. So I'll sleeve these up in a little bit. And then where does Lumina go? A little bit towards the back. So stagger these a little bit. Goes like somewhere right in there. So again, Kadaj, Snow full art, and the regular. Alright, so she can go here. But yeah, look how many Yufis I got. So look, 2 premium Yufis, and then a Yuffie, and then a Yuffie, and then a Yuffie, and then a Yuffie, and then a Yuffie. Same thing with Preesh. Premium, we'll take it, and then Preesh, and then Preesh, and then Preesh. We got Rida. Alright, so that can go here. We got Kane. We get Steiner, which, let's see. Yep. Let's see. Let's leave this up while I'm looking at it. Alright. Steiner from Final Fantasy 9. There's Lightning, so we pulled the regular before. And now we have the full art, which looks absolutely amazing. So, very, very nice there. Ugh. Trying to keep this organized, obviously. So I think the big thing now, right, is to just pull the full art versions of these cards, right? So like the full art Golbets would be sick. Got the Rida. Got the Goloff. Yep, there's this dude again. Oh, which he's a oh, so these just alright. These were the full arts kick in. All right. And again, some are commons, right? So it just shows like the different range. Yeah, it's cool to get both of these though. Now I just need to get the Kadaj in full art, and then obviously all the other Advent Children cards. But Cecil, absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. All right, that's gonna do it. Again, just a little bit of a recap to show what we've pulled so far. Again, I'll look, but I'm pretty sure I've pulled every single legend you can get. Now I just need like the full art variants for some of these. I need to stop pulling Yuffie's, of course. But again, 4 more booster boxes to go. We still got plenty more to go through. But that's going to do it for today's stream. Again, I appreciate everyone that came through. Let me do some quick shout outs. There's only a couple people here, but again, I'll take it. I appreciate anyone that comes through, whether you're brand new or if you've been here a million times. If you're here for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, or the entire stream, it truly is appreciated, more than you kind of understand. All right, put these back in here. I'll organize all this in a minute. I'll just leave this here. Again, Dreamlike Ocean, such a fun set. If you're into Final Fantasy even slightly, I highly recommend trying to pick some up. Try and check out Best Buy. You can get some loose packs. I think they're like $3 each. Kind of the nice thing about an underground TCG, you can get packs fairly cheap. All right. Shout out. So, Anson, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Glad to see you're becoming a regular here on the channel. Greg, thanks for coming by. I know you're asking about the giveaway. Again, keep an eye out for that. Bad Wabbit, of course, always appreciate you coming through. But again, that's going to do it for another amazing stream. I'm going to eat, then clean all this up, and then get into some gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Good old bin of snacks right there.